All right, that's. So I just wanted to look and see. Sorry, I'm still figuring this. Okay, I see. So that's where I needed to go. Okay. So I'm still figuring this out a bit, but oops. Sorry, I'm also still cleaning a few things out of the way. I was trying to get my U96 stuff away before I started the stream, but looks like I missed a few parts. Don't even know. Oh yeah, that's definitely what I need. Your U96. There's a train part, and there should be one more wheel somewhere. Oh, and nope, that's U96 still. Just come off the screw by accident, but should be another wheel somewhere around here. No. Wherever it is, it'll show up eventually. Yeah, it will just show up eventually. Anyways, good evening, everyone. Tonight I'll be doing some more of the Stephenson rocket, but as an added bonus, since I am currently in the process of working on this, if I ever need to wait for anything to dry, I'll probably add a bit of arm flan boat from the Woody live stream build last week. If you just give me a sec, I am unfortunately came unprepared for the stream. I'm not. There's the last two parts I was looking for. Here we are. This, yeah, this is the last two. Let me set them. I'll just set them right there for now. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how to see how many people are. Oh. Joey1 is a new subscriber. Thank you. Oh, now I see it. Sorry, I was just looking to see where I find my viewers. It's like that. And now let's focus. The first thing I'm going to work on will not be this part, actually. I took quite a bit of a break from the locomotive itself. I should probably get back to work on this. Now let's go back a bit. Let's see where I want to start. Right, actually, let's start here. I'll start by getting this guy right here in place. So, if you give me 1 second. And back with a knife. Let's get this removed. right, first let me go into here. Oh, that's why it's already open. And I want to grab a brand new #11 blade. Since I think this guy's not only broken, but also just built. If I can just. Let's don't always. I'm gonna look and see. Why it's not going to. Nope, nope, it's pushing out. Why is it not want to go down in? It's literally the same blade. Nope. Let's see. Let me try the other one. Of course, it's going to be difficult for me. Really want to know why these just do not want to fit. Okay, still. Why not have enough? It's literally the same thickness. Nope, it's still off. Let me try something. If I'm having issues, I'm just going to borrow this big guy right here. Until I figure out what's going on with these two right here. And of course, it's not fully set. Of course, it's not going to work. Why is none of these want all stupid? It holds just fine. Everything else, no, you do not. I do not want to. It's not going to be the best I can do right now. I hate this. This is way too floppy to lose. Okay, I do not want to grip that right there, like that. Got it. Where did I put the, there it is. I'm gonna try. Oh, it's close. Just want to try and see. I hate this. Not the model, the my acceptable blades, and they just don't seem to want to take the number 11. Yet they take everything else. Somehow these are way too wide. back to this guy right here. Since I have no idea how I got this one to actually take. I'll have to mess around with my blades off camera. Sorry about the delay. That's just really annoying how difficult that was. Still not watching, alright. And I don't have anyone around to do commentary or anything like that, so. It's not going to be the most entertaining of streams, unfortunately. Anyways, that's this. Let's get some glue. Oh. I forgot that there is a small bit right there. All right, got the glue down there. Let's apply a small bead right there and there. Cap it. And then okay, nope, that's gonna be difficult since it's either covered in paint or just because it's too narrow. You know what? Let me wipe off this glue right here. I'm going to gotta be careful. Do not want to break that off. Let's try that. Okay, there it is. Okay, nope. I'm gonna actually need to. There it is. Okay, that's actually upside down. Okay, yeah, that's still not wanting to see it, so I'm just going to take the file. Yeah, that's better. So let's pull that out. Put the glue on to that. And push it on. Now they do want us to put 2 bands of these on, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to need to paint this first. In the meantime, let's grab this. Let's see. Trash. Let's see. Let's find. Here they are. And just. All right, got one out. Here's the second. Let's grab those 2 parts right there. Grab my super glue right here. And if I'm looking at this right, they want them 10 millimeters from here. So let's. Let's see here. So about there. Let's gently. I'm just going to do that and gently make a line going down. So I can then line. That way I can make sure that both are at the right height. I'm just gonna clean up this. Okay, that should be good enough. Now let's get some glue. I'll just put a small dot right there. Not only line it up, actually, no, they show it this way. All right, and that's those in place. They're close enough to the same height, and so that I'm not waiting for it to dry. Where did that? There it is. Let's proceed with accelerator really quick. And let me just double check. Do they want the nails on both sides? I'm looking to add 23. Cut the parts. Parts 3, 2. It's 32, okay. Oh yeah, it was those guys. But they call it 50 instruction. Okay, you're not saying if it's both sides, just showing, that one side. So in the picture, it looks like it's both sides. Oh no, I see. I don't know why they don't show it on here, but the picture does show them going down the opposite side. So I'm gonna need 6 of them going up and down this way. So okay, that's right. Let me see. Quick, quick break for me to double check something. All right, so if I'm doing this right, I figure out how far away. Nope, that's not gonna work. That looks a little too small, so let me erase those marks. And if I was there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think that'll work. Let me see if I can just simply push this in, or I'm gonna need to drill a before I do that, let me actually take this opportunity to establish a nice middle. There we are. All right, there we are. That should help make all right, that should do it. So now if I'm looking at it this way, let's see what happens if I try to. Nope, that's gonna damage it, so I am gonna need to. Do that. Now take a. got that started. So let's actually try this. Let's do that. Oops. Come on. There's that one. Here, I'll borrow my drill. I'm actually going to try and make some tiny pre-made holes. Make some think of some of these nails. Oops. Four, five. And six. Jeez. That was close. Nearly dropped. Right, that's those 6 in. It now wants me to cut and glue the metal pieces around here, those two there. What it doesn't show is apparently the fact that they want nails on the back side of the lower section. I can't quite tell if they want it on the up part either. No, yeah, it looks like they do. This side being the forward, so that means this is the back. Let me take this time to see. It's literally the same width, so I'm just going to. I think I made that. Oh, yeah, I made it about 3.5. So let's see here. So if I'm looking at this right, I should put this one there. There, there, there. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like that. This one's shorter, so I should space it out. Different, right? Yeah, let's space this one out differently. Yeah, actually, let's do this bottom one and then I'll do the top one a layer. I mean, I want to make sure that I want to make sure that this right here is in line so I can then plan out how I want to go about spacing out. But first things first. Let's get these nails into the back. It kind of makes sense why I'm guessing that's staggered, but I'm not sure why it doesn't show where they are. Probably for artistic purposes. But I'm still going to stagger mine and even include them in the back just so that has that rolled steel or rolled iron look. Especially since it's going to look like it's been joined down in the middle. Okay, so it's half of that first layer. And first one done. If there's any comments, I don't know about them just yet since I haven't checked yet. I haven't switched back over from the calculator. Yeah, I do have to apologize. I kind of exploded in progress since last time we saw, since a lot of it I will admit I did off camera. So a good bit of this you will not even find on the HTM Wednesday stream. And for that is my fault. I am trying to get better at doing not only videos or live streams, but just better with documenting, recording, and releasing videos onto my channel. One more to go. At least for the smokestack so far. Now, Howard, if you are watching live or if you're... Oh, I do have a viewer now. That's welcome. Sorry, I just noticed that you were here. But that is all those in place, and now all those in place. Now, Howard, if you are watching either now or on the replay, I am really grateful for you getting me this model. I am having a ton of fun. And I am learning quite a lot from it. I'm just going to move this stuff out of the way because I do want to come back over to here. So I can see. All right, so that's 45. Is that? It is not listed. I believe it's using this guy right here. All right, put that into place. That's good. I am just making sure that this is the. Okay, so yeah, that looks a bit too small, but I can easily enlarge it. And looks like it's supposed to be more of the thinner stuff, apparently, somewhere. Um, Here's another acceptable way. I wonder if this one would fit. You know what? I'll get back to that later. Okay, and it just connects to that. I see. You know what? Let's work on the giant road wheels for drive wheels first. Well, also, I'm gonna check and see if perhaps. Nope. It's the same problem. Oh, wrong way. These number 11s are just really annoying. Okay, 12 fits. I'll just do a 12 for now. All right, so if I'm looking at this right, I am going to need two of these from 69, a part 69. I'll flip this upside down. I'm also going to need to glue and not glue, paint. That was a bit too much. Let's see where there it is. There we go. Uh-oh. That does not want to fit. How about the other one? Nope. Too short. Or those holes are too short. Should be able to easily. Where's that drill? Where's not drill? Where's that file? This one's triangulars. Let's see if I can. Let's try that. Let's see if that will. Nope. Let's try filing the mill itself. Better, not quite. Not quite there just yet. Okay, there we go. Nice flat one. Let's try that again. Oh shoot, I split. Alright. Seems like it's getting there. Still got only one person left. All right, that's gonna want to fit now. So let's play it. Tiny dab of glue. Onto the part. And there we are. Got that one on. Let's grab. Okay, so that I said was rear. All right, I see. All right, well, let's. Get this guy brought back over. And just want to check, see where everything is. All right, let's get this guy painted white. Nope, not the primer. Where's the metal that I need to paint in silver? Let's look at the guides really quick. For art, 60. Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. And you don't say. Eight. Give 1 second. So let me search for all of my ochre paints. Here's black, silver. Here's the yellow. Here's primer, brass, There's the flat sand varnish. Was there a white? Wait, check something really quick. Okay, oh, actually, actually, I can just go right here. There we are. Okay, so yeah, there was no white, so I'm guessing it looks white, but that's supposed to be steel, or it stays like that. Well, I mean, even if it's to be painted, I could easily just break out that layer right now. Or if it is going to be metal, I can easily paint it after. Here, let me file this down. And no one's watching. All right. Great. A stream dedicated to myself. Oh well. Not the end of the world. Okay. Of course, it's going to still be difficult. Let's try that again. Bead of glue. Load up. Both. And it's so difficult. Here, let's clean it off. Look and see which way. Nope, it's still being difficult. And I just dropped the. There we are. Got it. I know it's late. I'm sorry for that. Okay. Now let's try. Okay, yeah, that wants to sit down now. So let's once again load up the axle. Get the glue. Dab it down like so. And push it into place. There we go. Got it. Let's move that there. And I'm just gonna gently reposition it to make sure it's nice and flush. All right, there, got that in place. Let's now get those wheels in place. They're working good. Let's see. Let's see. Gonna need this with. Where did I put that acceptable blade? I now have a second one with the. I don't know. Who's where I had another one with the 12-inch. I want to get both. I've been going for almost 2 hours. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep going just a bit longer. I don't know, maybe once I'm done with the road wheels, so probably call it but like I said, I do want to try and at least get the shear planks taken care of, at least on the longboat. So I'm just gonna see how long the okay, I really want to find that acceptable. Oh, here it is. This has a nice fresh blade, so let's. Did I only do one wheel? I think I only did one wheel on that. That would be why I'm only finding the one wheel. All right, so that's one done. Or free. All right, that's those three cleaned up. I'll set this to the side for now. Actually, not quite yet, because I am going to want to grab. Yeah, I want to grab 68 and 67 right there. So let's. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I don't care. How am I breaking this up? It's getting annoying. Besides, it's almost empty. The only things left on it that I would really needed was the stuff for the road wheels or drive wheels. So as soon as but since I already have this one done, I'm going to just actually 68 I don't need. It's for the front wheels that I'm going to need those. So for the drive wheels, what I really will need is just this one right here. Just to make sure I'm doing this right. I will want to. You know what? Come on a second. I know I have a spool over here, but I figure I might as well use what I was sent from Ars Latina. And let's thicken this a bit. There it is. All right, that should be. Yep, that's perfect. All right, so let's start by gluing this guy on. Make sure everything's lined up. So far it looks good, but I want to double check. All right, that looks good. So it's now slightly out of alignment. All right, that's good. Yeah, perfect. That's exactly what I want it to look like. And then let's come over to here. I can free. On that, I'm going to free. the second wheel right here. Oh, man. All right, there we are. Got both free. Now let's get the wheel cleaned up. Now I do have headphones on, but I'm not really listening to anything at the moment. Or actively listening to anything right now. Okay, I'm guessing I'm using the wrong side. Where is my more impressive stuff? Okay, no, that's if I tear it, I might be able to. Let's just do that. You need to buy more of you, anyways. Actually, no, this is the wrong. That's my 400 grit, so that's not even the right one. Where did I put all of my sandpapers? Where did it? Let me just. Oops. Something fell off. Hang on. I need to search. Or it sounded like something fell. I don't see anything. I don't see it. Guess nothing did fall off. Yeah, looks like everything's there. Where's. Let's just look for my. Yeah, let's just turn a piece of this off. There's that one. 2. Off camera, I'll look for all my standing stuff. Or I may even just make a run to Lowe's and buy more. That should do it. Let's see here. All right, see, what I'm going to want to do is make sure that the posts are aligned. So let's do a small bit of glue there, there. All right, there we are. Let's go that good. Let's now check, make sure. Everything's properly aligned. I'm just gonna... Nope, not this clamp. That clamp's too thick. Let's use these guys. I'm going to just gently clip around these guys like so. And there's our first wheel done. Oh, almost assembled. I still need to put the metal part around, which I will do at the very end of the layer. I do need to paint this first. All right, I'm going to paint that. Okay, let's see. While that's drying, all right, so yeah, I see. Let's... Okay, let's see here. Yeah, let's just grab these, and I'm going to look into getting this final page right here done. So 29 is 5 by 5 by 15 with a 1.5 millimeter hole down the middle. So that'll be, yep, this one. I'm gonna need to measure out once I find my tiny little ruler. Put you. Here it is. Measure out. $15 millimeters. Where did I put that? I put my pencil now. No, I'll just grab this one right here since I can There we go. Got that sanded off and down. Let's That seems to be more fine then. Oh, I need two of them. That's why. Yeah, well, that's why. Okay. There. I might just put something on for me to listen to working in a bit. I think unless I share audio with it being in danger of a copyright strike. I need two of them. Double check. So it was 16. Yep. That's just gluing these two together. All right, so yeah, let's just do this. I'll get this glue together. I'll double check, just make sure that. No, that's too short. I'm gonna need to reglue it and remeasure that. All right, let's recut this. There's that one. Let me just double check. Good. All right. All right, there we are. Now, while that's drying, I'm pretty sure this should be dry enough. Let's free these clamps up right here. All right, I see how that's going to go. Except I'm going to need a washer in place first. And then that will go on like that. All right, you know what? Well, that's it is the larger of the two, right? Or two sides. These sizes. Sorry. Yep, it is the larger of the two. Let's see. See, I already got that one. I do need to cut this guy out. All right, there's that one. That's everything from that, except for the covers for the smaller wheels, which I am not too worried about right now. What I will want to do is honestly look for my 1.6. Oh, maybe 1.4. Let's go with 1.4 actually. Since I'm on that, let me just bring this guy back over. 2 holes in there for that pipe right there. And honestly, I also should put 2 holes in there. And there. And you know what I'm at? Might as well get those guys. Just going to clean that out. And I think this should be ready. Let's do that. And fly that. Let's oh wait, I'm not done with this yet. I need to actually round this out. Don't I? I'm looking like I have to, but honestly, looking at this, it looks like it'll look a whole lot nicer if I did. All right, there we are. Now, where did I put my? There you are. Oh, here's the 1.6. Let me actually go up. Size just so that the. Oh. There we are. And now that I have that done, right, there we are. Ooh, I need to charge you. I'm almost at the 2-hour mark. Let me just. Not too bad. Probably would be a lot nicer if I was to. Once I find the right file. Here it is. Let's see. How's that? That looks better. Yeah, that looks like it'll work just fine. So let's locate and find. Here's something I could use. Right here's better. I'll stick that in, and I will do that. Grab this. Away. Shake up my paint a good bit, and just get a small bit out. Brush. All right, there we are. Got that done. Now, give me 1 second. Sorry for that. I just wanted to get some water to clean off my brush. And that's dry, I can start attaching all these. Actually, you know what I could do is test this. All right, yeah, let's see how that's going to go. So, with that, all right, I see. Just trying to wonder if I put that in the wrong one in. Nice short piece. All right, so this one definitely goes. It's real good. Need for some parts. How about others? Definitely will need it for that, but up 44. Oh, hmm. Attaching the smokestack, I'll definitely do it towards the very end. I just want to make sure that as I'm building this, I can easily move around, manipulate, and get this nice and well built. Actually, while I'm at it, I'm not done with the black yet. I could actually. Go around. Get this front part right here. Nice. almost done with this. I just have oh, actually, I'm not. Actually, no, I should prime that first. Just gonna touch up. Few more spots. Like so. And good. All that is now looking good. Anything else I want to do here at this point? One wheel fully assembled. Well, mostly assembled. Actually, since this feels nice and dry, I could actually work on this. Let's start by getting my glue. I'm just going to put 2 beads right there. And let me even get a bead down here, like so. Back over, make sure. There's that one. Now, where's the... There you are. There's this. Oh, shoot. Just go in. There. There we go. Got 2 clicks. Got that nice and centered, and that's actually looking really good. Let me just spritz it so it can set, and That is nice and strong. I am starting to think maybe these are in the wrong. They'll double check. So it's supposed to be 20. 1.5 by 44. Six. Yep, that's actually the wrong one. Should probably be able to. Yep. I can easily. Yep, I can easily. Yep, easily out. Now let's grab this. And mark. Those holes right there so that I can redo these. Those railings. I hope I still have enough material. If not, I can always run a Hobby Lobby in. Yeah, I'm on my days off. Buy more. Yes, it's just 1 millimeter brass, if I remember correctly. So for that one, it was. This is 42. 46, actually. 1 by 32. Oops. Yeah, it's definitely longer than 32, so it should be fine. Now, where did I put my more heavy duty snippers? I'll redo that hint this layer, but since I need to find that, and those snippers, anyways. This is done. Let me find that second. Here it is. Let's get this cleaned up. That's really starting to fall apart. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna finish up this last wheel's basic assembly, and I will off camera work on getting it painted up, get the strip of aluminum on. And get the piping done. But to wrap up tonight, I think we'll do some already going on to 2 minutes. I'm going to just I'm just going to get this wheel right here. Glued together. Since it seems to be a good way, I'm going to ensure proper alignment after I clean this up. I will apply a little bit of glue around that. Load up. Drill in line with my part. make sure it's nice and lined up like so. And that is the second wheel. For the most part. Oops. A bit off canter. There we are. Let's just double check the fit. You're definitely still off. Okay, I'm gonna have to separate this since it definitely still feels soft. That seems to have set. And my heart is not damage it too much. Oh, shoot. Nope. That's not free. Let's try this again. Let's get a good bit of this. Just going to go around the edges. Come on. Come loose. That's something else. Let's grab this one and I'm going to see if I can. Oh, shoot. I am not trying to break this. Okay, there we go. Let's try this again, but this time make sure I get it lined up just right. Let's see here. Where did I put the paintbrush? Just grab this one. Just clean up the edges, and then I will once again use clamps. Bug's favorite. I am in the world. All right, that's the second wheel on. Now I'm just going to take this time to do a test, a dry fit of these two wheels. Once the second one is dry, of course. Just so I can get a rough estimate as to how this is going to sit. And you know what? While that one's dry, I did mention I was going to do it. And so before just for training purposes, I am going to do this. I'm going to like that. And then Okay, nope. I probably need to heat this up, but what I could do is I could. Okay, yeah, I see where the bend is. So let me take this point right here. Some glue. And I'll I see. Take the what? Sorry, let me actually do this. Let me. So if I'm looking at this right, the natural bent plank will have it. Okay. No perfect more. So it's about there. So it's there. All right, now I just want to double check my. Oops. Keep doing it. I'm trying to. Just oh shoot. All right, I think. No, actually, that's a little too high. I need to be going Donnie. About there. I'm guessing that's how they want it. Actually, no, it looks like. I want to say it's going to be something like that. I'll be double checking with Donnie and the guys from HTM on their lumberyard section of the group to double check, but I hope this is about right. Anyways, with that in place, that should make this guy right here now be nice and dry. Oh, actually, I'm not quite there yet. I need to put that washer on. I can push it on in. There we go. That's how that's looking. That's looking pretty good. And just to wrap it up, tonight I am going to dry fit. The smokestack into place. Just make sure it's nice and straight. All right, that should do it. I've been going for almost 3 hours. And I might turn off that light so it's not as blinding. Dry fitting wise, here is where I'm essentially at. I think technically I would want these to alternate. I mean, that's how I've seen trains otherwise. But other than that, that will be it for tonight. For anyone who came to check in, thank you for watching. For those who missed this and are going to be watching the replay, I hope you guys enjoy yourselves. I'm going to be getting food now, but please leave a like if you enjoyed the build. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Tomorrow, technically, is Donnie's Image Monday. Tuesday, Ken and Buck are going to be doing their streams. Wednesday is Woody Wednesday. Thursday, if I remember correctly, I believe is Jordan and his stream. Friday is the normal group build. Saturday is Andrew's stream. And Sunday is once again another group stream. So that is the order. I am thinking I'm going to just hop on whenever I can, but I am thinking about just taking the and before Woody Wednesday slot. So if I can get up early enough before my gym session, keep an eye out for that. If not, I will catch you guys on the next Woody Wednesday. If not, I will catch you. Hey, thanks for joining. Unfortunately, I am just wrapping up. I was just going through with the list of who's going to be streaming when. I really should move that over a bit more so it's not looking at my crunch. But yeah, again, thank you guys for watching. Until next time, I'll catch you in the next one.